as opposed to a walk-in.
Oh, right.
You know?
Yeah,
so, alright, what we doing? We're doing an EP. Alright, cool, that's this much. Boom.
Yeah.
That's in there.
That's
and then
me,
you work
man.
People I've interviewed, they've been there trying to, because they know the camera's on, they've been there trying to act like they're, like, what's the word, like a philosopher.
Character.
Yeah, but it's like,
when you wanna bare spit facts.
Yeah,
like, start using words.
Quotes and stuff. Never use.
Like, half of like, I did a few of my friends, and they were like, as humans, I feel like we should. It's like, bro, come on, like, you know what I mean, like,
Bro,
catch them on FaceTime, they'll never use these words, so it's just like, as well.
Yeah, test run. Yeah, this is calm.
All this part I can cut out anyway, but I say that at the beginning of every video, but I never cut it out. Everything cut out, but I'm here with
Raphael'S Frank.
Yes sir.
AKA RVPH.
Yes sir. Age?
I'm 35.
Yes sir.
Oh, yeah.
35 years young.
Yeah.
And ethnicity?
Black. African. Yeah, from Sierra Leone.
Yeah,
oh shit. My parents born
here. They speak in Sierra Leone. They speak French.
Creole. It's not Creole. French though. It's like we're from Freetown. It's like pidgin. It's like pidgin English really.
Right.
Yeah. So
it's like broken.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool language. I don't speak it that well, but I understand it.
Oh yeah, that was my next question.
I live with my granddad.
Yeah.
Like a while. And that's how he speaks.
Yeah, so you can you already know.
Yeah. I think there's probably some words that I don't know, but like I can get the gist of a whole. I can get in the conversation and know what's going on still.
Yeah. So how long did you live there before you came here?
To MK.
Yeah.
In London, my whole life.
What, didn't you say you lived with your granddad?
Yeah. But like he lived in London, yeah.
Oh, okay, but that's just how he spoke.
Like, I lived in London my whole life. But how long did I live with my granddad before I came here?
Yeah.
I think I was with him for 2 years, I think.
Oh shit. Right.
Yeah. Before that, I was just going through life, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. There's just some details that I don't really want to,
of course.
But I mean, I was in London mostly, and then I actually was in MK before that. Yeah, I was in MK before with like with an independent record label.
Yeah,
I was with them for a while up here, and then I kind of sort of like, I kind of just spent every single day for the next 6 years making beats. Or doing music and things like that. So it's like, but never really like putting some stuff out of my own. Always just sort of like supporting, like putting out, helping other people. And I thought that was a supporting role. Like I didn't really feel like my music itself was ready for people to even like rate it, or understand it. And it's like, for me, I had to go on like some mad sort of like musical journeys, like going to places like Belfast.
Oh shit!
Yeah, going to Belfast and chilling with all these like different musicians. Like, cause I had this one lady called Mim Suleiman. Oh yeah, she's from Zanzibar. Yeah, and she was on FIFA.
On FIFA?
Yeah, her song
was on FIFA. Okay,
on
cool.
FIFA, yeah.
Cool.
And she's just this, like, she plays the ukulele, she's got a wicked voice. And it was like, hanging around with them taught me a whole other side of music that I weren't getting from the man them. Or I weren't even getting from, like, even, like, the influences that I was listening to, like, anything. So it was like, it really sort of gave me a understanding of what music is, like this collaborative thing. It's a something you're supposed to enjoy, but it's also something that you're supposed to take quite seriously.
Yeah.
It's
an art.
Yeah, it's a complete art form. So it's like where I was sort of a bit like, I like that. That sounds good. I went, do you know what? Bro, you can't just you can't even have conversations with people about music if you don't know things like keys and I don't know, like tones and things like, do you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, so if you don't understand these things, so I thought I need to go and make myself better and understand these things. I picked up the guitar. I paid a guy to teach me guitar for like a year. Yeah, that was fun. He was cool. We used to make songs.
And now you can play it calm yourself, right?
Yeah. Like, I'm not like amazing, but I can play things. I can listen to a song and play along to the song. Yeah. I can. Like,
what was like the first DAW you used?
The first DAW I used was Logic 9. Yeah, because I didn't come into it early. Like, I was a sportsman. You know, I did athletics. Like, I think I was 8th best high jumper in the country for under 14, and I didn't have a coach. Where I was pulling up to training in basketball shorts, and Jordans, bro.
You just had it in you, innit?
Yeah, and I'd just be like, boom, 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 boom.
So if not music, you'd be in the Olympics.
That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be a cool thing to do.
That's a whole different timeline.
That's a different universe.
Yeah, I think that universe guy. But it's like saying that though. When I started doing boxing and taking the gym seriously, it reminded me of that guy. You know, it was like, because back then that was the same pattern. It was training every day. Like I was doing more then, so I was doing sort of like 6 days a week. And then I was doing athletics and basketball at the same time, and just had the energy to just do all of it and time, you know. And that was, but what I'm saying is it reminded me of that person, and it's like then I was able to really get into game mode for things, you know. Yeah. And then it's like that stuff is stuff I've been able to then apply, and that mentality I've been able to apply it to life, like working. Like having to doing a long 8-hour session. It's like, it's not always easy, you know. It's not like it's work, you know. It's not just like, okay, the song sounds cool, so that means the time's gonna go fast. It's like I'm sat here staring at the screen, pressing this button, giving my feedback, talking, you know. So it's like that is you gotta keep a straight kind of head for that, man. Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't really recognize that from engineers, man. It's like all the engineers I know from around here, they all kind of like put themselves into the music, you know. They really give it a bit of themselves, you know. And I think that's important, because at the end of the day, if the engineer can see your vision, but prior to you even recording it, or not recording it, but prior to it being mixed, you're winning, you know. And I think that also comes from building a relationship, you know, not even no Diddy way or whatever in it, but like building like a working relationship with an artist, so that it's like both of you see it as serious. Like I've got some really sick clients, like one lady called Haley, and it's like she really does see it as kind of like, she loves it, but I know she sees it as, she takes it very seriously. So it's like she will sit here for like hours, just like changing little parts, and she'll take it home to her people, and then they go back to listen, and it's like I really enjoy that back and forth, you know. That's one thing I do enjoy, is that back and forth. Yeah,
because it seems like, damn, that's a way to start the flipping interview. That's like probably the like coldest way we've ever started the interview. But we speak about all the time, like there's songs and there's music. Like I feel like music in this generation is like it's feel good. It's very shallow. That's the best way I can explain it. It's like feel good, and then that's about it. But people don't really take in like what they used to do back then, because I feel like now it's more about what's trending and stuff. But like for now, like for me personally, I've been listening to old music like Stevie Wonder, all of them. I've been banging out Stevie Wonder, Shalimar, all of them, man, back in the day, because it's something different. Like it's like there's creativity there.
Happened, yeah.
Go on.
I feel like there was a period of time, where it was like, it was very difficult to even get like, you may be able to get noticed.
Yeah.
But if you don't know the right person, or the song's not like, the song should always be good, but like I feel like if you don't know the right person, it's quite difficult to get it. You have to know the right person to get it played. Or if you do know the right person, it will get played for certain. So like, so I'm just trying to remember where I was going with that. What were we talking about?
Oh, just basically how music nowadays lacks creativity.
So what I think happened, there was an insurge of like everyone always like in school would rap in school. Everyone with the man then would rap in school, like the phone would come out and then the instrument was playing and what happened was the technology became available to then record these songs, or then some of the older started seeing the availability to record these songs. And it's like before that though, the music was all done in like big studios where it's like, oh, they're bringing in a guitarist and they're bringing in a writer and they're bringing in this and then, but then now it's like and it got access to everyone, and I thought that's a good thing because bare sounds came out of it, etc. But what also happened at the same time is you had like the TikTok and Instagram becoming the popular, that having to how popular you are. It becoming like just turning into school in real life.
I see that analogy.
So sick. But so when you're in that situation, it's like everyone's only then going, all right, cool. Say someone catches onto it and then like they may be good at it, but they don't have any sort of like form of like artistic love for it. But they're just good at it. You know. So I feel like they kind of like will do it. And like I've had a lot of men come and say like, "Yeah, bro, I don't even do it for this. I don't even like do music, bro. I don't like, man. I just do it. I just do it because like what, like I don't even know the reason. Some men just say they do it for peas and stuff. I've heard that a lot less recently because I think it's not a viable option to really think you're gonna make bare peas. But I feel like there was a period of time where people did think that. And like what's it called? They and then I think that there was just like an influx of so much, and then it was just the good stuff got covered, you know. And it's like, okay, well, if you don't sound like this guy, we don't even want to like
take it in.
Develop you. We don't even want to like push anything. So it was like, and that's like not even to say like I'm talking about major labels, because that's not my field. I'm talking about like even from the independent label thing. It's like they're kind of, some were looking at it like from a perspective of, okay, you need to sound like this person. We need to find the next this person, you know, or he sounds like that person, sick, you know. And then it's like, but then you play them something that doesn't sound like anything, and it's like it's almost like oh yeah, that's cool, but where would I place it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. And
it's like, that's a sad thing, because that meant that now music is like, it's capped.
Yeah, it is capped.
Capping it. Yeah. It's capped because if you can't sit in that same thing, it's like, and it's like the populace, big people, are like the majority of people when they're thinking and the way they move is they just go with what is popular.
Yeah.
So it's like the easy stuff is the popular stuff. You know, and that's not to say like that anything, that's not taken away from anyone that's super sick, like but I'm just saying like the easy stuff is like there was a study done, and it was like, I think like a certain percentage of a high percentage of the latest number ones and hits all had a reading age of 3+.
Really?
You get it?
Wait, what?
All the songs that were made mega hits, they all had a reading age of about 3+.
Right.
So it's like super easy to understand written ones. Right. You know? So it's like, especially in sort of like popular music. And then that's what music is now. It's just it's simplified, you know? And then it's like, but in the same time, there are some people out there doing real doing beautiful simplicity. Yeah. There's some real beautiful simplicity going on out there. But like, I think just getting a beat off Instagram, off YouTube, and then sort of like just doing it on a quick thing and then doing another quick one and doing another quick one. I just feel like you miss like that. Like, well, if it takes you such a short time to make it, why is it gonna hold with anyone for a long time? You know? And like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong with that because people make some stuff really quickly, but like I just feel like the energy you put in is what you get back. So I think like you should really...
Do you think music used to be more sacred? Like more, like people used to kind of really take time more with it?
Yeah, man. And there was a time where like you'd really respect the kind of like the greats and the people that came before.
Yeah.
You know, there's like, I think we're getting back to that with Graham making a resurgence and that, which is sick. I love all of that. But like,
because what it sounds like you're saying is that it's a double-edged sword. Like the new generation is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, like obviously more people got to get into it. You heard new sounds, but on the other hand, it's a thing where it's like, people can't. Stagnated. Yeah.
Maybe it's stagnated because taste makers, the ones that were making the taste, stopped. Yeah, like I feel like there was like certain sounds. There was a period of time, especially in British music, which I'm gonna say is British. But I'll talk about British like hip hop. Yeah, like that stuff. Like was really like it had its sound. It was like exciting. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it because I'm in this room. Do you know, I'm making music all the time. But like, it reached me before. You know, a lot of that stuff. Like I'm talking like the sort of like, when was it, like J Hus, when it was that Mist and Bangles and like that period of time. It was actually loud. The music was loud and it got you, you know. And maybe it was COVID that kind of changed a lot of that. You know.
So would you say, I'm gonna play an advocate though. I'm gonna say it's easier. I'll say it's easier to come up with a new sound now because it's like people can catch on quick. For example, like Cashco Bay. Like you've heard his sound now, and because it's like I guess he's used social media and like the new generation to kind of populate that
sound to come, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He hit that.
So there are instances where a new sound can come out in it and become popular.
I mean, yes, but it's still a subgenre.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a sexy drill. It's a subgenre. It's drill.
I agree.
You know, and it was like me. I've got drill on my computer. It's like R&B type drill. It's not like that, but I like made it time ago. Okay, but it's like I felt like that was a natural sort of like progression. Of musically for drill to go. Okay, now drill needs to be more.
Time for that
needs to be more accessible now. And then these tunes have come up, and then obviously the Kalani tune. Jordan.
He's hard, man.
Yeah, he's
from the UK, is he?
Yeah, he's from.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's from Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
He's from Belfast.
Okay, so from your perspective, what are your top 5 artists in the game right now?
I don't like this question. Ray.
I personally haven't. Have you heard of him, PK?
Ray.
Ray. Yeah, the girl. Female singer.
R-A-Y.
Oh yeah.
What song did she make?
Yeah.
What song?
She's
got a nice voice,
bro.
my
God,
really?
She dropped
nice
an album. I need to get the name of this tune because I can't lie.
She's got an amazing. She gives me Amy Winehouse vibes, though, innit?
Bro, I remember years ago. I see one video on the TV. Her, and it was like some sort of like a real funky or dancey tune. I can't remember it now. The memories, whatever. But
she's talented.
I saw that and I was like, yo, she's hard. Like nodding their heads and tapping their feet, and
they're feeling it.
This is the man dub. He's like, bro.
You know what I mean? Them man wear like Montclair and stuff like you wouldn't expect it and stuff. No. Yeah. But that's the thing, like, I even did that to my friend. A lot of guys say, oh, my music taste is so diverse, and then they'll listen to Dirk and Baby and say, yeah, diverse. It's like, bro, it's not diverse. I put my friend on a song, one of them R&B slow songs, or like something that they wouldn't normally listen to. And he said it's been on repeat.
Oh, yeah, guys love Dirk, bro.
Bro, I don't know what it is, man. It's what is it?
It's that wine music, man.
It's the new, like, Chicago hip-hop in the States is the new drill here. Because drill has died out here now for us, and now I guess they've gone to find their other people.
I think
like
drill has
it.
always
I like
been
it.
a thing there over there, though. Like,
Yeah.
it's always been, like, Chicago drill, Atlanta drill, all
Oh
these
my
drills.
days. I got involved in a post once, yeah.
Right.
Some guy was like, we invented the UK sound, some American guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? And then someone commented on the post underneath, was like, yeah, he did. Check this guy out.
Yeah.
I check the guy out, I go to the guy's page.
Yeah.
I go to the years.
Yeah.
It's like years ago.
Yeah.
Like years ago.
Yeah.
And you listen to it and it is the drill pattern. It's the
Flipping
whole it's a mad thing. It was actually like mad. But yeah, I was kind of like, oh, that's cool, but okay. Like the UK producers came and fuck that shit up.
Yeah.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
The UK producers went and spun that inside out, bro.
They saw that opportunity in it.
Mhm.
Went with it.
So do you have respect for artists in the UK, like OG artists like Chip and
Yeah.
Skep? You have respect for them and stuff?
100%.
Right.
Them man are, bro.
the
They're the
GMC,
guys
yeah.
I grew up like listening to. Like,
Mm.
what you mean? Like one of my engineers, Charlie's working with D Double now. Yeah. Also one of my other artists that comes here is like, kind of like, yeah, he's in contact with like Chip and that, I think. So
Oh shit, yeah.
yeah,
Sick.
it's
Yeah.
quite cool, man.
Oh shit.
But everyone like when he dropped that the freestyle there.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, that one. It was everyone was coming here and doing their own versions, man.
Oh really? There you go.
Yeah, that was
Swag the youth in it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I like seeing that stuff.
Yeah, it's good, yeah. Like I said, I agree with you completely.
I'll be honest, yeah. You see Central C?
Yeah.
I think he's so hard. No,
Really?
I know people will probably disagree with me, yeah, but I'm just like, the guy is able to set the vibe on these tunes.
He's
setting
different.
a vibe.
He's different.
He's setting a vibe on the tunes, bro. He is. It's like even when if it's easy to sort of like listen to like, oh, he's very popular and and go, oh, but and go into your kind of hipster brain and kind of go like, yeah, maybe I'm not, but the guy's good. He's actually good, man.
I didn't really take him in until after Doja because I feel like that's when he started changing up his sound. I didn't like loading and stuff.
I didn't know anything about him before them.
Before Doja.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
I wasn't really paying attention to all of that. But
Yeah.
like, you know what it is? I just thought, I saw it and I just like, I like to support UK artists in it, and I like to when they make something that sounds good and it's got this place pumping. Like I really like to be like kind of like behind him and listen to it. And it's like I haven't heard anything from him to me that makes me go, he's not cold. Like when he did that the Chip freestyle, his Chip freestyle was cold. When he did the freestyle on the American
The
thing,
American thing, yeah.
Hot
99?
Hot 97.
LA freestyle.
Is it LA Leakers?
Yeah, Lakers freestyle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was cold, and it was just
It
like
was translating. Yeah.
it wasn't just cold; it was smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when man do smart shit,
You respect it.
I respect
We
it.
say that all the time because certain man were like, oh, these balls are dead. We're like, oh, you idiots. This is why you won't be at Sanchez level, innit?
Yeah.
Because, like, do you know the reactions he'll get from that in the US?
Yeah.
And then, obviously, the UK catch the US, so it would translate over to the UK.
Yeah, man.
That was so clever of
It
him.
was
man.
cool
That was
as
really
fuck.
clever.
Yeah.
He was teaching them basically. He was schooling them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
If you hate on it, that's actual hating. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
that stuff.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so what do you like to do, like, in general? Because I know we can tell that your passion is music. But outside of music, we got music, athletics. I feel like you have other stuff. In my head, films are there, and I obviously know a couple outside of this. But
Not so much films, but I love these. These are my things. Yeah.
yeah,
MMORPGs
MMORPGs.
and anime. Like, bro, that is me. That's my private time.
Yeah.
That's like when I need to. If everyone's out, I'm gonna go watch some anime and lock into a game for time.
Yeah. Wait, so
like,
RPGs the ones
time to do that? Yeah.
Are they the ones you level up and stuff?
Yeah. You go
Like,
from like level 1 and having nothing to
being cold.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one that I've played. I can't think.
Diablo.
Of it.
It's one.
Oh, you played Elden Ring?
I played Dark Souls and had my backside handed to me.
Yeah.
And then I was told that this one's the same. And I was like, I just went. It was like a flashback to all the fights that I'd done in the game.
Yeah.
You know, and the stress levels of dying after just getting to a point when you can save your souls or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then a man just comes and slaps you before it or something. No, all of that was too much for me, man. So, but I just thought, blood level wise, I'm not into it.
Fair enough. And obviously, anime's there too. What would you say? Do you rate the new gen anime better than the old gen?
I mean, there. Do you know what it is? The issue between the new gen and the old gen is the new gens don't have the longevity. They're short stories.
Yeah.
They're all a lot shorter.
Yeah.
So, for example, I started watching Naruto when I was 14. Or like reading it. So like when I was reading it, it was like I was at a point I was reading it as it was coming out, and then it was like I got to kind of grow with them characters.
Yeah.
So when they died, bro, it was emotional, bro.
You feel it.
Yeah. So it was like, that was me. Like, no, anime's been like it's been a subtle pastime for me, man. It's been enjoy it.
Because anime is popular now, right? I say it's more mainstream now. But back when I started watching it, people were like, oh, what's that? All these cartoon things. But it's like, look, I feel like the new gen anime, personally, I think
drawn them in.
Yeah, it's drawn them in, but it's got a lot of man cocky disrespecting the old gen, and I don't like it.
On TikTok and that.
Yeah, man. People have ridiculous takes. Like, people are... Dragon Ball, I hold personal to my heart. That was the first one I saw when I was like... first one I saw, I was like, what's this Goku guy? And now people are saying, this anime is better than Dragon Ball.
My man would smoke him.
It's
what are
like...
you talking about?
Relax, man. Nah.
Like, everyone understands, like, that if you watch Dragon Ball Z, the old episodes now...
Yeah.
You might not connect to it if you haven't watched it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You won't.
But back then, it was new to all of us, and there wasn't any better animation. We hadn't seen anything. That was the hardest shit.
Yeah.
I've never seen a guy get so vexed that
Like, that's what I'm saying.
he turned yellow. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know how man turned yellow.
Foundation, innit?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, people are always you need that connection, and that's what new anime lacks, because like everyone's tried to go Super Saiyan and stuff like that, but no one in this new gen anime, I can't find
But the new gen are doing some cool shit. So I watched one the other day. It's like 20 episodes long. It's called I'm a Spider, So What? Yeah. And it's about a girl. The world gets blown up or whatever.
Yeah.
And only these 20 odd people get reincarnated.
Yeah.
And the main character gets reincarnated as a spider, tiny spider.
Yeah.
And then it's just about her journey as to leveling up and getting more powerful.
Yeah.
And then all of this other stuff happening in the meantime. So they're running like 2 stories simultaneously.
Yeah.
So you're following more. So it's actually like they're trying to do some more, because I think they are clocking on to like no one ain't trying to just see this just like action for no reason. It's dead. Like I've seen so many like clips on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, that one looks sick. I'd love to watch that. And then I go to watch it, and the first episode is like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And it's like the first episode is really important, I think. If you can't establish like this story in that first episode, or gas me for this story.
Episode 1, fam.
Sick, man.
That was a crazy episode. I did not expect that.
Some animes do it properly, like Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. I think that was good. First episode, decent. But other ones, it's drag, man.
Yeah, well, it's like if you go on things like Crunchyroll or whatever, there's loads.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it. So there will be some stuff that don't get through, but I can normally tell from the artwork whether it's gonna slap or not.
Yeah.
Because you know, you know the budget.
Yeah. You know the budget.
You know they've hired the guy.
Yeah. You know if they're working overtime or not, innit?
Literally, I've been reading like this Korean manhwa. Yeah, it's litty. Them man
It's
are
hard.
doing bits. Every episode's in colour.
Oh, really?
Every episode, you know what's it called? What's that one that's come out recently and is now an anime? It's
Solo Leveling?
yes.
Yeah.
That was a Korean manhwa. And when I was reading that, I'm telling people, yo, bun the manga, come and read this thing, because it was that was going off from the get go, and then it's like he levels up, and then everything. So he's in the worst situation, but it's like to see how it's animated. It's like the same way as is how it kind of it looks in the comics.
Yeah. So that's not even Japanese. It's Korean.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that. Would you say you're an outgoing person?
I'd like to think I am, but I don't think I am. No. I think I'm very I'm a bit of a shy.
Really?
I'm a bit of a like I don't find it difficult communicating with people. I can go out and I can meet new people and stuff like that, but it's almost like I'd much rather just not talk to people sometimes.
Because here's what I get from you. I get like you like to go out on occasion, but you prefer to just stick inside with the people that like you're closest with.
Yeah, no, completely.
Is that
That's it in a nutshell. And then, well, I've got like, because I grew up in London, I've got a lot of close people that are in London.
Yeah.
So if I'm going out, it's just because that's the way I'm gonna see them.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, as opposed to I wanted to go out, you know. But I used to love it. Be outside.
What changed that?
Kids.
Oh shoot.
I think kids might change that. Also running a business, man, because it's like, yo, if I go out that on a Saturday,
Yeah.
bro, that's like normally the time that people want to be booking long sessions.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like I lose money, too much money. It's just not worth doing it. And then I got into that pattern and it kind of stayed. And I like really sort of like enjoyed my home environment.
Yeah. I feel like I'm an old man in a young man's body sometimes because I don't like going. I don't see the appeal. I've always been an introvert though because I've always liked games and anime and stuff like that. That's why I've never really liked going out. But everyone's different, I guess. You know, yeah. But you said you were a father, like for context. You said you were a father. How many kids you got?
5.
5. Oh shoot! Even I didn't know that. I'm scared, fam. What's it like being like that's an extension of you? That's crazy. I can't even comprehend it right now.
It's tough, but it's like it's beautiful. Like you just kind of trying to make the right decisions all the time, but at the same time trying to sort of like just make sure this child is safe and okay and fed, happy. And it's like it becomes a sort of like real forefront of everything. It becomes the thought process. Okay, is this going to benefit my kids? Does this benefit me and then in turn benefit my kids? Does this then benefit my family? I don't know. Maybe that's how decisions are getting kind of made. So it does help with that, and it kind of puts like it kind of wakes you up, man.
Really?
You know? And I feel like it's like, especially me, like I was kind of a bit like floating, maybe a little bit self-absorbed, not really able to even recognize what I needed to do to be better, or that I even needed to be better. And then the kids, like, they make you see that, man. Especially as they get older, bro. It's mad.
What's the best thing about being a father?
The best thing about being a father.
Got flipping deep now. Shoot.
There's bare things. But the best thing is it's just when you're playing with them. Best thing about being a father is dad play, in my opinion. Like being able to see them really, really enjoying your company. And you know, and it's like kids are just real, and you are the person that they know. They the first person that they've even come into kind of like any form of contact with. You know, you're what their reference of life is.
Yeah.
You know, and like seeing how much they appreciate your presence is that's a big one.
Do you feel like you have to be? Is there a pressure on you as a dad, like to be like a hero to them, like to be strong, like you can't show any weakness in front of them?
I think so. I don't think there should be, but there's always these kind of like underlying pressures that kind of cause you to maybe think you have to do this or you have to do that, and then really you just have to kind of be there, you know. And like, yeah, of course you should be strong and be able to protect your family. You should, 100%. No, that's what I do transcribe to that. But I think your family should like just know your soft side. You know, and that's something I've been trying to sort of like get my head around. You know, because it's like you don't understand as well. It's like as a father, as a man, you're bigger than all of them.
Yeah.
You know, so like your presence is really like kind of felt. You know, so you have to kind of be quite wary of what you say, how you say, especially if you've got girls as well. Like, that you have to be wary of. Like. And it's like it's a mindful because you don't know. You go into it like, bro, like I didn't go and study, you know, how to grow up kids.
Yeah, fam.
I didn't get no sort of like lessons. All I have is like a subtle reference from my own parents, and then my brain now, you know, and well, I guess my experience as well because I've got a 13-year-old. Yeah, I think that is helping.
Oh shoot! Because there's a saying that's like, "There's nothing can prepare you for fatherhood or like parenthood." Is that true?
Except another child. I think nothing can compare you like for parenthood like another child. No.
Yeah, because I literally can't compare. Well, we're young in it right now. Like we're all young. That basically implies that you're old, but we're all young. But it's a thing where it's like I literally can't imagine like a younger version of me that I made. Like that's mad. Like and I have to like that's like me. He'll look
technically still kids growing up.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like we like
even at your age, you're still growing up.
Yeah. It's like we ain't good. We'll never have it completely figured out. But it's like you're now responsible for them. They see you as their hero. They see you as your
That's
protector.
why people's expectations are so difficult to deal with. Because like, if someone expects you to do something, that is the pressure. You know, because like you're just here living, trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
So how can there be an expected way to do all of that? You know, there's one that's sort of generated by society, etc. But like, I don't know. I just think sometimes people are too caught up in how someone else should be.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
As opposed to themselves.
Yeah. It's easy to point a finger when, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, like this accountability is something that I think the world like needs to really like get to grips with, man.
Speaking of accountability, is there any women in your life right now?
Yeah, I have a wife.
Oh, wifey. As in wife, not wifey, wife.
Wife.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Married, yeah.
How long have you guys, it's up to you what you want to say, but how long have you guys been married for?
Been married now, I think 2 years.
And is she your best friend?
Yeah.
You said that you said that with uncertainty.
Nah, yeah, she is my best friend. It wasn't with uncertainty. Like, I don't really, there's no one I sort of like sit and, yeah, this is, I talk to you like about me, you know, and the only person that I actually do that with is my wife. It's the person that kind of really actually knows me the best is my wife.
and she loves you for the character you are, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Because I want your perspective on this as someone who's married. I feel like a lot of mandem in this generation, they look for the wrong things. Like they kind of go for the culture nowadays is like who's the baddest, and from the girl's perspective is like who can provide the most for me. But I feel like it's a loss of like, for example, your music, and I can see I've met her. It's a thing where like I can see that it's a friendship, it's a support, it's a teamwork, and I feel like that's what a healthy relationship is. But what's your insight on that?
No, that's exactly what I feel. A healthy relationship. I think a healthy relationship is a team. I think it's a friendship as well, but also like it's you love each other, innit? Like not to because it's like it's hard to kind of describe, but like I think a successful relationship has a lot of communication, because things only go wrong when you're talking to someone and they kind of don't, if they're feeling upset. If me and you was talking about something right now and we was arguing about it, bro, you're not going to take in anything I say. And it's vice versa. I'll just be trying to get my point across if we're angry. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of like relationships go wrong, and then they lose the communication. And then it's like where you lose the communication, it starts becoming very difficult to get the communication back. So then communication just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And then eventually you just drift apart, you know? And then it's quite hard to bring back. But like I think that I think successful marriages is where they talk to each other, and I think it's where they also talk to each other with like a less of a not so much of an outside influence, you know, whereas like if there's an issue you talk to your partner about it, you know. And I think that really is I think that's a key thing, you know. But, hey, I could be wrong.
No, because I definitely like when it comes to like relationships, I guess nowadays a lot of guys like go to their friends, and like same with girls as well. I mean, when it comes to both of us, in our experiences, I go straight to this guy anytime things go wrong, and vice versa, innit? But we always like we always try and give like the best opinion.
Is it like a neutral opinion, or is it like a...
Nah,
do I give you neutral?
Honest.
It's honest.
It's very brutal and honest, because I feel like there's too many... I mean, obviously every friendship is different, you know, you can't really judge. But with me, with how I treat people, especially people I care about, I'm going to be honest, you know, because I'd rather tell you the truth, and if you're upset about it, I know you're going to deal with it, and then lie to you and filter it and be like, oh, I'm sure, you know, nothing's gonna happen. I'm sure, you know, because you don't want to send someone to dreamland, you know. Like you got to show them reality. That's how it is when it comes to people you care about. You got to show them the real side of things, innit?
Yeah, literally, I agree with that.
Yeah,
you have, because no one else is gonna be real with them. Yeah,
no,
because people find that difficult. Though they find that realness difficult to deal with. You know, and I feel like it can come across quite aggressive. Yeah, and that's what people kind of like miss. Yeah, and it's not aggressive. It's just though like I feel like you need to hear it. Yeah, and that's
It's a thing where it's like I can't be your friend if I tell you everything that you like. That's the honest truth, because you will mess up because you're human. So it's the thing where if he's messing up and there's something that I feel like he's doing wrong, and I'm like, oh bro, it's calm, they're in the wrong. It's like you're not growing from that. Personally, I think if your friend is not growing, or both of you aren't working together to grow, then it's not a friendship. You're just...
It's not,
There's a word, but I don't want to say it.
Yeah, there's been a few times where he will tell me, bro, you're being silly, and you're losing the way.
Yeah.
Or like I'll tell him, bro, you must focus. We just gotta tell each other to lock in, because you just gotta be honest. Because you know, I don't think we'd get very far if we just both.
Fortunately, you guys have that. That's you gotta like be pretty grateful to have that, you know, because it's like I feel like it becomes difficult as you get older to hold on to certain like practices within friendship because of things like distance and time management and people having families and things like that. So like a lot of my friends are just busy all the time, or I'm busy. So it's like I'll ring them and it's like we might miss each other, and then when they ring me back, I miss it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you don't really ever get in to know sort of like the nitty gritty, because we used to chat all the time. It's like you ring and then everyone picks up because everyone's waiting to chat to someone about some shit. And it's like, it's not even like the man they're going through like different things themselves. It's like, but everyone's sort of like dealing with it as opposed to sort of talking things out.
Do you think it's like it's a necessity though to be like, nah, let's say this day is specifically for us as guys to chat to each other? Because I feel like when you isolate yourself, that's when, you know, your mind, I'm not even trying to sound bare philosophical or whatever, but I feel like that's where you're like, I feel like isolating yourself is so dangerous because you can overthink, and sometimes you just need that outside perspective, especially as a guy. I don't know about, maybe you might disagree, but if I had a girl and stuff, there's a certain amount that I can tell her, innit? I can't really give her all the details, not because she's gonna hurt me,
so
but
the rest is just in your head.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. No, I do hear that, but it's like, it's just becomes different. I think that's why they got things like the groups like the man cave and things like that, where men could just go and sort of like talk, because I think it's quite common that guys don't like talk to about their actual stuff, you know, and there's often a lot, and it's like when you've got a lot of responsibilities as well, it's like it becomes heavy, you know. It's almost like if you think hard enough, you can metaphorically feel the weight.
I agree.
You know, so it's like, and then people don't really like, we all understand that these are the pressures, but it's difficult to kind of often even explain what the pressures are, you know, because it's a build-up of loads of different things, or it's this issue, or I've got to do this today, or I've got to do that tomorrow, or I've forgotten to do this, or I've got to make sure I've made enough money to do that, you know. And I've got to deal with this person's upset about this person feels that way about that, and then new things come out and will hit you, like, especially as a father, and these kids getting older, new stuff comes out of the woodworks, man, and it's like some stuff will happen and you're just like, what?
But that's the thing, because we're all like experiencing all of this at first hand, innit? Like, you gotta think, like, we're all still like kids, basically still growing up. Like, just the title of adult technically doesn't really mean anything, because you're still that same kid since back then, but just growing up still. So everyone's experiencing almost everything at the same time.
Literally.
Fam. It's crazy.
It's mad. I see this guy the other day also talking about, it was funny, but back to your point, it's like, he's doing some stuff at work, and he's gone in there, and a person's in the same age group as him, and he's like realised, like, you're like in the same age group, and then the professionalism actors dropped, and then all of a sudden it's almost like, you know what I mean? And it's like, you just realise, like, oh, okay, we are those people now, like, that we used to look at before. We just look different because we still dressed the same as we did when we were younger, like. Well, obviously different, but the same-ish. You know? So,
do you think age equals maturity?
No. I think, actually, I think your brain don't develop fully until you're about 27 in a male.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it might be the same for females too, and because there's like everything I remember below that age. Just mad. It's a bit wild still. Like, just the sort of thought processes and how you deal with certain situations was all just a bit like, why did I react like that? You know, or why did I think that was a good idea?
I think in the past, age did equal maturity because the older generation was less corrupted. I feel like this generation is corrupted mainly because of social media and different things and different people. But it's like, I've seen some younger people who was like, I've seen like maybe 18-year-olds. I'm like, damn, you chat like you're like, you know, like you're like old. And I've seen some 40-year-olds like say some wild stuff. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
But I feel like, you see that kid it seems mature. In certain situations, they wouldn't make the mature choice. Because I think maturity does come with experience.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like, and being sort of wise. And it's like some kids will be more mature because they've experienced more to make them that way. So it's like, I think that's what it is. I think it's experience more than age. You know, because it's like some people just have like a cool, cozy, easy trip for everything, and then I don't know any of them, but like I'm sure some people do, but they would have a completely different perspective to someone, or they deal with, say, situations completely different to someone who is, say, I don't know, grew up in Tottenham, you know, and had to dodge like getting robbed on the way back home, things like that, you know. So it's like they'll have a completely different perspective, reactions to things in different environments, treat things differently.
That's why I'm also very careful about how I talk about like people in like the gang life. It's funny because I'm pretty sure we were having a laugh about this like not even the year before this, but like it's a thing where it's like, well, how much can I really say? Because I grew up I never had to worry about getting robbed like that, like seriously, and I always had food on the table and stuff like that. I grew up with 2 parents, so it's like, is it like, can I really talk? Because you might have grown up in an environment where like that's your reality, like it's different, like, so how much can I say? Is it really your choice? Did you choose to be in this life?
Can't really say much unless you're talking to them. I think if you're having a conversation with them and it's like, let me understand why it is that you've chosen this, then yeah. But if it's like, it's almost like there's a term like called sonder, innit? Like for French term, and I think it means like that no one's problems are bigger than anyone else's problems. Everyone's dealing with, do you know what I mean?
Their own thing,
yeah. So it's like, what may seem to you like that's not a reason for them to go into that life. What's the reason that they went into that life? You know? And a lot of the time I feel like it's a thing where it's just they fall into it because their friend did it, and then they kind of carry on. You know? Like, I don't know, I think I'm just specifically referring to drugs, selling drugs, you know, as opposed to like any of the stabbings and things like that, I think.
So how important is it for you to chase your dream in life? Because I feel like a lot of I've spoken to a lot of people and they're like, oh, I wanted to do this, but it's like, nah, it's the chances of that happening are low, or I don't have an inspiration to do that. Because for you said ever since you had that trigger to be an artist, it's like every day you kept doing it because that's what you wanted to do. But I feel like a lot of people struggle with that because of stuff they hold themselves back from. So like, do you think it's important for people to chase their dream in life, or?
Yeah, I think it's incredibly important because you only get one.
That's
and
what
that was the most important quote I ever heard as a youth. You only get one life. Yeah. And when I heard that, I was like, oh well, I could spend. Actually, it wasn't even that. It was a Rick and Morty episode, like that brought it all together. Point and this together, and it was the one where I think Morty goes into that game and lives his life as a simulated life. He lives a simulated life, has a family, and blah blah blah.
I slightly remember that episode.
In that life, he gets cancer in that life, and then beats cancer, and then goes back to the same job. And that really sort of like made me go, oh shit, yeah, like, because it's like you only get one life, yeah, and you're gonna spend that doing something that you don't enjoy doing. You're not just gonna just live this life that's been put in front of you. Like, there's so much stuff that you can do. You know, there's so much ways you can live life. So it's like, are you gonna play the game like on like just like, like GTA, just not having any money and then playing GTA with bare money? You know, it's like, are you gonna try your hardest to play the game and go play it at like what do they call it? End game? You trying to play it that end game mode? Do you know what I mean? Or are you just trying to like just play just to, I don't know, do the campaign.
Yeah.
You trying to just do the campaign, or you trying to play endgame?
Yeah.
Me, I'm always trying to play endgame because it don't get good till endgame. You know, and that's like, yeah. So, but and I think if I was to relate that to real life, I wouldn't say that endgame is like some big goal. I'd say endgame is like me feeling like I'm the best, best like physical, best mental shape that I can be, and everyone in my life and my family is all good. Like that's like being at like level 90, you know, being at level 90, my stats are max. Now I'm just adding shit that I want to just add, you know, and like solidifying the stuff that I've worked on.
Little side missions, innit?
Yeah, little side missions to just sort of like make me feel good about myself as well, and like give me something to learn from, you know, because that's what boxing was a complete side quest, bro. Complete side quest, but it taught me so much. Taught me so much, man, about myself as well. Like, am I willing to take it there? Yeah. So.
I feel like people don't really deep boxing like that. They think it's just a fighting sport, innit? But I think there's more of a mechanical mind behind it.
Would you ever quit the gym? A lot of man's like, I can't believe me going to the gym now. I can't believe I never went before because it's
I didn't quit the gym, never.
Yeah, never, because it's such a monumental part of life.
It's just
like,
part of life. It's just you might take a little break if you go back to it.
Yeah.
And like I did, but a break is you can't really go longer than 3-4 days because you just kill your vibe. Like you kill your whole run.
Yeah. Would you say that now you can box, you feel like you can smoke man now? Like you can, you're a bit confident now? Because I feel like that's how I'd be.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So if someone bumps into you, you're more like, all right, if it happens, then I know what I'm doing, innit?
Yeah. Well, more so, it's more like I don't really want to get in the situation because I know these hands.
You know what? I had a feeling you were going to say that, bro. This guy's bearing that stoic mindset that, bro, trust me, you don't want
You don't want the air, fam, no? Yeah.
You know the main character, anime characters, fam, like bear hold back, fam. Trust me, you don't want to see my form.
Yeah.
I see it. Yeah.
Oh,
These
my
hands
days.
can talk. But it was a situation the other day where someone was just moving a bit weird on a night out, and then it just de-escalated quite quickly because it was just like I didn't even need to kind of rise to it because I knew if it was really gonna happen, it's alright, cool. Now you've got to actually fight me now.
Yeah.
So.
Boy, if he knows boxing, then he's bang.
Bro, then we're going in a best.
Yeah.
It's a sparring match, and we'll probably like respect each other.
Oh yeah.
That'll be
The
like,
fight will probably end there.
Fight? Oh,
Yeah.
sick. Alright, cool, bro. Then what we doing, bro?
Yeah.
What we doing, bro? Let's get some gloves and some bullshit.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah. Would you say like this is a bit of a jokey one, but would you say like ever since you won your fight, like I don't know, maybe you have a couple more meals made for you at home or something like that? I'd definitely have my girl watch me fight because I knew I'd win because I train like a madman. And then when I get home, it's like the respect just skyrockets, innit?
I like to think that, but shit, bro. I get that extra, man. Yeah, I think that was just a win for me. And you know what happened was like there was some family came together during that process. So, and that was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Yeah, a lot of men think about that.
Missing, rich, and you can't find me, bro. I'm with my family somewhere nice in the tropics, doing something cool as fuck, because we ain't need to be around no negativity.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
I wanted to ask you actually, where do you stand with caring what people think? How do you, because I can tell that it's just not something that goes through your mind. So
it used to. It used to go through it quite heavily, I'm not gonna lie. And then I got to a point where it's like, you know what it was? It was growing up in a school which was like predominantly white.
Right.
Was like you kind of get used to people kind of like, I don't know, judging you, looking at you, like, and especially during that time period as well, it was just still a bit of a strange one. So I kind of got used to being able to just not care because I just realised in my head, like, well, I mean, I really took that sticks and stones work thing to heart.
Yeah.
I took that to heart because I was just like, sticks and stones, my words will never hurt me, bro, unless they come from someone that has my heart. Do you get me? So it's like that's where it hurts. That's where words hurt. But yeah. Other than that, I don't really care what people think, man. I like to like people think like I look after my family and do the right things and like. But other than that, no, I just want I don't. No, and I think that you should like. I think you should partially care a little bit, but I don't think it should shape you. I don't think it should be the reasons why you dress a certain way or do certain things. No, I think you should be able to be an individual, man.
No, yeah, for sure.
Because
that's the same thing with me. With me, I care. I only stopped caring recently, really. But like you said, like I definitely would have been a YN, if I didn't go to an all-white school in primary school. Because I went to an all-black school, and then my parents were like, they saw that I wasn't learning nothing. All I remember was just not knowing anything. Then I moved to a white school, and bro, all my days, I was one of the only black people there. But them man finished me. They finished me. But it made me like, it changed me because it's like you're used to hearing stuff, seeing stuff, having people a perception of you.
Yeah, like, so it just made you go, okay, well, I don't really... And then you get to a certain age and then get a bit of love. Do you know what I mean? And so, I think that happens to a lot of people still. And I was always just like, I didn't really see anything, like, I was always able to sort of like talk to anyone. Yeah. I never felt like I've had a barrier. If there's a barrier, I've seen it as, there's a problem with you, bro. So I'm nice. Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to say hello.
Okay.
But I guess that might also be me being arrogant. I don't know, because some people don't understand approaches. And they might not. Yeah, but I don't know, business with that, bro. Yeah.
Again, that's, I guess, just you can only control what's in your in your
ability to control.
There it is. I don't know how to word it properly. But
what's in your world?
Would you ever move back to because I know you said in 5 years, you said somewhere tropical. Would you ever move back to Sierra Leone with your family?
I mean, as long as it's like cool to be there. I think.
And you definitely still keep the passion alive, obviously, you still produce, still engineer.
If I moved out there, I would,
Would you ever move to Japan?
Yeah, I'd probably move to Japan before I moved to Sierra Leone.
Wow, okay.
Not on a deep one. But I don't know, I just think it's cool, isn't it? I'm sure it has its like dark sides and whatever, but
I feel like every place has
I think London's sort of like kind of the originator of that.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like it is, man.
A lot of people on the outside do like to talk about how nice London is till they live there, innit?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It's a hype, bro.
Yeah.
Tiny ass space.
Facts.
For 2 bags a month.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Living conditions.
One room in an apartment. 1 bedroom in an apartment. North London. Like 1,400.
Just for a 1 bed?
Yeah, well, it might be like a 2-bedroom apartment, but you get a room in it.
That's crazy. Them man are flipping
scammers. Landlords are hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry, but it's because all the prices are expensive. More than you.
What do you think about? What do you think about feminists? It's up to you whether you want to answer this.
They just have their opinions, innit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really.
You don't do politics like that, innit?
Yeah, I try to avoid it still because it's quite easy to just make some ignorant remark and get yourself in bad trouble because you're trying to be funny, you know, and so I just try to really avoid talking about them things there.
What do you think about them man Yeah, what do you think about like the man who like? Okay, what do you think about the N-word, fam? I actually want to get your opinion on this.
The N-word.
Yeah, what do you think about it? How it's used, what it means? Like, not what it means because you don't know what it flipping means, but how it's used. Because my view is that no one should say it. Like, just because of the context behind it, and there's still conflict about how people should
use it. It's the context, how it's said.
Oh no, you're good to go past. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
She's falling over now.
Oh,
You saved yourself.
She's just posing.
All right.
Yeah.
You'll cut it out, right?
Yeah, I can just cut it out. It's just this one and then one more and then it's cut.
What's the question?
Like the M-word, like what do you think about how it's used and stuff?
I think, the N-word can be used in some of the most creative ways.
Yeah.
You know, and like as a word, it can be really fun and funny to use amongst friends. But like the serious connotations.
Nah, because I just like imagined in my head like like it's funny, isn't it? Like because I saw a video.
Only because the only reason I'm saying it is because like I just got me and my brethrens like we'll see. Like, you know, like Vegeta and a man with like shades, we call him like Nigito and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like all of that for me is like I think it is quite a creative word. But like at the same time, I think some people use it in a very, very negative way.
Because I see some comments on IG, like there'll be some random like post of a black guy, and then you get like just random, you know they're white as well, accounts that will say the N-word with like the hard R.
Yeah. Nah, because like I even saw like what made me ask that question. Nah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, honestly.
Because why did they say like that one guy from flipping Boondocks?
Nah,
there's all Uncle Ruckus. But when I see it on like written, that's how I hear it, bro. That's how I hear it. But you know what it is as well? I feel like if you don't understand the word, you will just use the word in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like for example, it was like a phase of people handing out end cards. Yeah. And it's like
remember that? What the flip is that? What the heck is the end pass, bro?
Well, you'll hand it to someone and it's like they don't understand how to use it. Yeah. So then they'll just be like,
yeah, them man are tripping, bro.
Any reason to say it, and then it's like this one guy. He would just say weird stuff like he said it one time, and he this was the only time he was ever he that was it. It was revoked from. Yeah, he said something like what the fuck are you bunch of? And it was just like, huh?
Like, he got excited with that pass. Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah, he got excited.
And then like, yo, all right, bro, my guy using it in a way that is very, very offensive now. Now you're offending me because it's like to call someone a nigger is like that's then taking it back to the connotations.
Yeah.
But like us joking around and saying nigger. Yeah. Them things, I think that's taking the word and. You know what I mean? Just having some fun with it, but I just don't think it's difficult for white people to do that. I don't think they should.
Because it's a thing where it's like, I asked that question because before this I saw a video of a black guy swimming on IG, and like the first comment was like, swim nigger. Why is that the first?
That's a black guy. That's a
black, you know what I mean? Like,
that's a black guy that wrote that. Swim nigger here.
Like it was just like because it was so blank and normal with a full stop at the end. I said, wait, what? Like
you can't say anything else.
Like how do you even respond to that, man?
That's the first thing you want to say.
Exactly. It's literally just a black guy swimming. I already knew it'd be some rubbish as well because it's Instagram, but. I was like, why is that the first comment? Like, swim. Anyway, I just wanted to get your perspective on that because I was like, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I tried not to get sort of like sucked into getting too hurt by things.
Yeah.
You know, because then you give it power, like you give it to people the ability to hurt you with it, and it already hurts.
Yeah.
When someone's being racist to you and says that, fucking hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
There's a
No
deep
cap.
history behind it, innit?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But the last question. Oh, wait, is it still recording?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. The last question was like,
So good.
you happy in life?
Yeah.
Like genuinely, because the default answer is yeah. But like, what if you're, you know, there is.
I'm dealing with a lot, and like, there are things that I wish could be better and improve. But like, the only thing I can do is just try to improve them.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, I like to say I'm not happy in life. I feel would be ungrateful to the life that I have. Like, I have a sick life.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people think I'm good at what I do. You know, I'm respected. Like, if I go and try and get something done, generally I can get it done. So like, on paper.
Yeah. Because how I see it is like, because that's how I used to think in a way was that, I'm dealing with this problem, my life is so bad. But I'm like, wait, there's always going to be something that's happening. There's always going to be an obstacle. So why don't I just embrace it and just enjoy what I have? Like you said, being grateful for what you have. We're chilling, like we're in a cool studio, we're chilling, we're all talking, we're all having laughs and stuff. Man are getting bombed right now as we speak.
Literally.
You know what I mean? So it's like, how much can I complain? If I'm hungry right now, I couldn't order McDonald's, like right now, it'll come to me. I don't even have to leave this place. So it's like, how can I can't really say life isn't good. I'm blessed, innit? That's how I see it personally.
No, that's actually how I see it too. So.
Yeah. But that's basically it. Anything else you want to say before?
No, I think we've covered that.
We have.
I think we've covered a lot. I don't think there's anything particularly.
Yeah. Well, sick.
Well, yeah, sick.
Yeah. But that was Raph.
For the chat, man.